Yo, what is going on, guys? This is Gnosis, and in this video we're going to be looking at arena gameplay from Faze Sway. And for those who don't know, Sway is one of the most mechanical players in the world, and in this arena game he drops, I believe, 25 kills. So I just kind of want to look and see how he's dropping such high kill games at a high level in arena. And starting right out, he's literally just 50-50ing these early fights, and he's able to do this because he knows no players are going to have too many mats, too much shield, and he just trusts his aim. And just like I said in my quick spot review, having good aim goes such a long way, much further than some people may think, especially in these off-spawn fights. And once again here, he's just rushing right in, he puts the cone down so the opponent can't place a ramp over him, and he just takes that 50-50, he has better aim. Okay, so now this is the first build fight of this match. Let's see how Sway plays this. Okay, so the guy gets a ramp over him, Sway's just backing up, and he places those high walls. Okay, so when he looks up and places those walls, all he's doing is keeping his opponent from being able to place a ramp over him or place a floor and a cone over him. He's establishing those pieces. Now he's able to build up, he has the high ground. You see the guy running away, so Sway just drops down, gets the easy piece control, he edges through the wall, puts another wall behind the guy so he can't create space, and gets the kill. Okay, so pushing up again on this house, it looks like he may be third-partying a fight here. I think there may be two people. He's able to phase through the box, gets the kill. The second guy's here, and Sway's only at 70 health, so I'm curious if he tries to create space to heal. And no, he's actually going right for it, so he must know this guy is weak. He's trusting his aim, he's trusting his piece control to not have to heal going into this fight. Okay, so he's keeping the pressure on. He sees the guy trying to get a mini. His opponent's doing well, creating space, so Sway decides, let's just basically trade heals. Let's both take a mini, they heal up, and then Sway uses the exact same piece control technique he used just a moment earlier. So as you can see again here, he's gonna edit this front wall, and then all he does is take the walls around him. He puts this cone here, the ceiling above, and he owns all these pieces. This guy has nowhere to go, and then all he has to do is out aim him. He hits him once, and it's an easy kill. So moving on, he's pushing another guy, just a very basic ramp push right here. He takes the wall, he edit courses the guy, kind of the same sweeping walls, okay? He's taking advantage of that controller movement, which you can also get with double movement on PC, to be able to place these walls while moving around, creating angles. He gets that back wall, he gets the cone, his opponent has nowhere to go. He's piecing him up. Even though his opponent got that wall, Sway goes out to the side, and that's such a smart play because most average, bad to average players, when you take this front wall right here, let's look back. When you get this wall right here, they're going to keep trying to get this wall, okay? So what Faze Sway does different is he comes out to the side. He's just taking a new angle. The guy doesn't expect it. And right here is so important. You can't see it, but Sway just looked down and placed a ramp above him. Okay, and when you have a ramp above you on somebody's box, you can phase through the box by jumping forward while you break it. And that's what Sway does here. He exploits through the box. There was 0% chance that that guy could have kept Sway from getting in because he put that ramp over his head, which you can see the ramp right there. And that's going to work every single time. It's called exploiting into the box, and they can't stop you from getting in. So when you have good aim, or if you're on controller, that's such a great play to make. Okay, so quickly moving on again, he's already in a build fight. The opponent has the high ground. Let's see how Sway plays this. He has the cone, gets the easy shot, boxes him up, drops down again. He didn't even place that back wall, which he could have, but again, he just had great aim. He's keeping pieces in front of him, so he's not taking fire in return, and just beautifully played. Now moving around on the next fight, we can see this guy has the high ground on Sway, so let's see how Sway takes the high ground and goes for the kill. Oh, so this guy actually beams Sway. He's down to 80 health, and Sway a lot of times doesn't even take time to heal, so I'm curious. It looks like he is here. So he's taking the mini. The opponent's doing well, applying pressure. Sway can only get one mini off, but he builds out to the side, instantly gets the high ground. And these are little pump shots during build fights that add up. Okay, he's not doing some crazy damage, but right there, he just sneaks in a quick 89, and that's going to take almost your opponent's entire shield away. That's going to get them a little flustered, and it puts the fight back in your hands. Okay, so he sees the guy under him, gets the cone. He tries to get the cone from above right there, but the opponent smartly got one above him. But now he's got the front wall, the opponent's in shambles, and he's able to finish off the easy kill. And when you do all the little things right, like Sway does, when you get the little pump shots in, when you take every piece you can, you make fights look easy. You know, you may be watching this thinking, why aren't my opponents this bad when I play arena? I could easily drop 20 bombs if they played like this. But the thing is, these aren't all bad players. It's just that Sway is always making the right choices at the right time to give him the advantage constantly, and he makes good players look bad, which is just crazy to think about. Okay, so he's been driving around this truck looking for fights, and he sees somebody right here, and this is a crazy play he makes. It's so simple, but it's something I don't do. Okay, so what he's going to do is he's going to shoot the builds out right here. Okay, and that's going to make all these builds obviously go away. But that also means that the guy on top, he cannot build while he's falling down because he has nothing to connect new builds to. So Sway instantly starts shooting him all the way down, tracking with the AR. And even though it didn't actually do any damage, that was still such a smart play and something I want to start incorporating into my own gameplay. Okay, so once again, he breaks him down, going for the piece. And this is the kind of stuff that, you know, you have to put hours and hours into the game to learn to piece control this well. Okay, but right there, just another smart play. Sway is so unpredictable with his movement. Instead of just standing in front of his opponent's wall and making the obvious play, Sway is so good at finding these new angles, being unpredictable, jumping out to the left here and just catching that enemy completely off guard to outplay him. Okay, so moving into another fight, it looks like somebody's actually pushing Sway on a boat, which is probably one of the worst situations you can find yourself in. Look at this high wall right here. I actually want to do a video on high walls themselves because they're such the meta right now in build fights. Okay, so what Sway's going to do here, he's going to start building up. Okay, and watch when he jumps out to the side here, he places not just one layer of walls, but two. Okay, so he's going 2 layers up with these walls, which keeps his opponent from being able to build at all. So by the time Sway gets to the high ground, he already owns these walls right here. You know what I mean? And then there's just an easy piece control. Player gets the wall, player escapes to the side, Sway predicts it, moves to the right. And again, this is just goes back to Sway is so good at predicting these moves in build fights that when his opponent tries to escape to the right, Sway instantly takes the cone on top before the opponent can place it. The guy does get the floor, but Sway easily just shoots through it and picks up the elimination. Okay, so moving on, Sway sees someone in the distance, and that shot he took with the AR right there, he wasn't trying to hit the guy, it's just that he's going for a high kill game, and he saw the guy in the distance and wanted to get his attention, get the guy in, draw him into fight, and now he's got a fight on his hands. He easily puts the floor and cone above him, gets the 105, but the guy hits a great shot in return. Sway's at 39 health, so he takes the time to heal. He's back at 100 shield, and now he just drops down, gets the wall. The guy's trying to escape, but Sway, as always, is just so good at tracking during build fights, which is just something that comes with time. He gets the window, and just a bad peek by his opponent there to give him the easy shot. Sway getting pushed again. And here it is again. It looked like he was going to do the ramp exploit. He ended up not needing to. He got the wall, edited through, and just used his aim. And it's just crazy how far you can get with good aim. Like, he didn't do anything crazy right there. He just took a wall, got into the box, and took the 50-50. Okay, so great piece control here. He's wrapping around. Again, he's just being so unpredictable with his movement. He's not just taking the wall in front of the enemy. He's looking for these side-to-side angles. And I don't know what to say. That was too easy right there. The guy's just standing still. Again, Sway. Oh my God. Okay, so this we're gonna rewind real quick. I actually want to watch this in slow motion. Okay, so what most players would do right here is they would open the cone and then open the floor, and that is so predictable. So what does Sway do so the guy doesn't get an easy shot on him? He's going to open the cone, then he fakes out with a few different floor edits. The guy, you see that Sway waited for the guy to fire, and that's when he knew I can now do the normal edit and get the easy kill. Just such a 200 IQ play with the piece control by Sway. This man is just on another level. This is why I love watching him. I just feel like I'm learning so much right now, and I really hope you guys are as well. Now it looks like he is being pushed again in the same fight in Storm. He's able to get a quick piece control, jumps out to the side, places the floor after shooting to block any returning fire, and then does get the kill. So he is now at 19 kills with 12 enemies alive. He has to be knowing this is going to be a huge pop-off game. He has to stay aggressive and keep looking for kills. So he's just building towards the zone right now, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary damage. And you may be thinking he's using a lot of mats, but when you're playing like this, when you're pushing everyone, you will constantly be refreshing your mats just from getting kills, so you don't have to be afraid to overbuild. Just classic piece control right there. Takes the wall, places the cone in the box, and that's just an easy elimination. He already sees somebody else. And that's something else about going for these high kill games, is the later in the game you get, these zones just get so small that it's going to be very easy to go from person to person. Okay, so he's got a bush camper right here, and these fights terrify me because I can't see where anyone is, but Sway does not care. He goes right in for the 189 pump shot, and he knows he just barely has to touch his opponent at this point to finish the elim. Although that was not the most skilled opponent, I do give him credit. He was very sneaky. It was so hard to track him during that fight. Okay, so Sway again in a build fight with this guy. He places the high cones to block him from building higher, drops back down to his level, and there's the ramp exploit again. So for anyone who missed it the first time, I think you can see the ramp a little better here when he places it, and I can show you exactly what he's doing. So he goes down, he needs to get in. The ramp's already built. You can see to this right here. So even if it's the opponent's ramp, it doesn't matter. You just need a ramp over your head, and then you just jump forward towards this box as you break it. And 10 out of 10 times, you're going to phase through just like that. If it's not the best opponent, they're not going to expect it. But even if they do expect it, you just have to have better aim. That's all these in-box fights are, is who has a better aim. So again, just getting into somebody's box, out-aims them. I'm telling you guys, good aim in Fortnite is so underrated. Everyone is so focused on their building, their editing, but good aim alone will take you so far in this game. Okay, so now there's only 2 people left. He's at 23 kills. He wants the 25 bomb. He wants to be able to say he killed 25% of the lobby. So he's pushing right at this guy. Gets the high walls, edits through. Let's watch that again, because that's just beautiful piece control. So let's start this fight from the beginning, actually. Okay, so he places the ramps. He edits through the ramp, so this guy doesn't expect this shot right now, okay? Because this ramp was facing the other direction. He thinks it's that cover. Sway just flips it and gets the 77. Instantly places these walls up, gets the ramps over his opponent, edits through the wall. He's going to go through the ramp, and that's his box. Just beautiful piece control right there. Like, that's the stuff you cannot just learn in a day or two. This is hours and hours of grinding mechanics for Sway to be able to perform at a level like this. So it's now down to the final 2, Sway and one other person, and he knows he is 1 kill away from 25 bomb. He does have a lot of distance to close right here as he works his way towards zone and his opponent, but he's killed so many people that he has mats to burn. He can overbuild if he needs to. He just does a great job staying protected while building towards his opponent. Okay, now right there is that high wall again we talked about earlier. So let's look back at this one more time. And just, this is the meta right now in build fights. You need to learn high walls. It lets you take so much control during fights. Okay, so when he jumps out to the side, you see he's not just placing these walls above him, but then an extra wall, another layer up. Okay, so now he can edit through the floor, through the wall, and what usually would have been his opponent's wall is now his, and that just gives you so much power in these fights, so much control. Okay, the guy eventually has to drop down. Sway, he starts to build back up, but now Sway smartly drops down. They're not connected by a lot here. He knows he can shoot the opponent out. The guy drops as Sway is spraying him with the AR, and then just a beautiful piece control for the win. And just what a game from Sway, and this is what he does best. He uses his aim and his piece control to just run through lobbies. So I feel like I learned so much from watching this. I hope you guys did too. Let me know in the comments if you enjoy these VOD reviews, and if so, what pros gameplay you would like me to look at next. Also, I'm now streaming daily on Twitch. I actually just streamed a little over 30 hours in the last week and a half, and will continue the daily streams. I host a lot of community games for anyone who wants to join. Alright, so I'll have a link to both my Twitch and my Discord where I organize the games in the description of this video. I would love for you guys to swing by. Alright, and until next time, keep on grinding.